contender or pretender? So we're going to go through some of the teams that are up there at the top of the standings. You have the Dream, who are now in second place. Don't Look Now, Liberty, Mercury, Aces.
Right.
All right, what about the Dream? They are sitting in second place right now. How we feeling? How we feeling about the Dream right now?
So I'm going to be honest, like the way that I'm thinking about these 4 other teams at the top, besides Minnesota, the only way I can kind of wrap my head around it is I'm splitting it up between the 2 teams that have kind of just arrived this year, and Atlanta and Phoenix, and the 2 teams that have been there before in New York and Las Vegas. And so, you know, Atlanta has been phenomenal. I mean, Carl Smesko, what you have done in your first year head coaching this team is unreal. I am concerned a little bit about the Jordan Canada injury, although they still look pretty good. They seem like they're staying afloat. So there is that. But same thing with Phoenix. I just feel like I would be surprised, I guess, if either of these teams in sort of year 1 of this new era of these new iterations of this team, if they were contending for a championship, whereas, you know, the other 2 in New York and Las Vegas, they have the experience, they have the vets.
I'm with you on the Dream. In terms of the Mercury, I just think the pieces they brought in, and man, what you just said, this is a completely new era. No DT, no Brittany Griner, because she is in Atlanta. What was going to happen? They brought in some incredible pieces. You have Alyssa Thomas, you have Satu Sabali. I don't think we talk about them enough. Like, I think we talk about all the teams around them, but never the Mercury, and that's sort of scary. Like if you're not paying attention to them, they're going to end up there at the finish line. So I do have them as more of a contender than a pretender, but I understand where you're coming from. Like, there's levels to this when you're building to be a championship franchise again.
Yes, and don't get me wrong, like I'm being nitpicky here. I think Atlanta and Phoenix are both phenomenal teams, and going more toward the Phoenix end of it, Alyssa Thomas with what she, you know, this might be her first year on this team, but she has the experience. She's been to the finals a bunch. She's had, you know, deep postseason runs, and so I'm scared. Like, I'm scared of Phoenix. I'm scared of
me too.
Atlanta. But you know, don't look now. You know, Liberty, if they get healthy, there's that, and then Vegas has just been playing so much better of late.
Yeah. So a quick note on the Liberty. Yeah. What do you think is their ceiling this year? You think it's a finals appearance if everybody's healthy?
Oh, I mean, I still think they could win a championship.
Yeah. Okay.
But I feel not as great about it.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you.
Just because of everything I discussed with regard to getting players back, getting them back in the fold, getting on the same page. They add Emma Meeseman, which has been phenomenal.
Huge.
And what I think that does for them is just give them so much more flexibility. If a Jonquel Jones is injured or if a Brianna Stewart is injured, you still have that size, can help you on both ends of the floor, disrupt on defense, and then she has such a versatile skill set on offense. So that helps, but we still have yet to see it all come together. And I do think that can play a role when you compare with someone like Minnesota or even Las Vegas, who has, like, their core has been together. You know, Asia Wilson and Chelsea Gray and Jackie Young. I'm scared of them. I don't want to see them.
No.
I don't want to see them in the postseason.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit more about the Aces. Liberty, by the way, have been through an incredibly tough schedule as of late. They've been on the road a ton, so they are going to come back to their friendly confines and see if they can put some things together on a positive note going into the postseason. Don't look now. Here come the Aces. Look, they know what it takes to win a championship, and when you have Asia Wilson on your team, you can't put any doubt in them, but winning 6 straight feels like at the most important time is a massive step for this team. And I feel like, I don't know, contender, pretender, how we feeling? Like, what are your thoughts on the Aces?
Exactly what I laid out before. The same thing applies with New York. I think the Aces are a contender.
Yep.
And I would not have said that earlier in the season, but they have found it. They have found something. And when you throw in...
What do you think they've found?
Well,
like, what's attributed to this turnaround here as of late, in your opinion? Because look at this.
Well, if you're asking me what they found, it's definitely a change in the rotation.
Yeah.
Taking Jewel Lloyd, who is a new piece to this core. Whenever you change your core, it's going to take some time to solve that puzzle. What rotation is going to work best? I have to applaud Becky Hammon here for making a change and bringing Jewel off the bench. So they are 8-1 since she has changed to that role.
It's like Coach knows
what she's doing. And you can see the new confidence that she's playing with. Look at these numbers, the difference. as a reserve versus as a starter. And I mean, those percentages are mind-blowing, and more production in fewer minutes, which I find very interesting. I also have to give a shout out to the front office as well, recognizing early on, okay, we need more front court depth. Bringing in Alyssa Smith, she's been playing a very important role. But I loved what Jewel said the other day after the win over New York. She was like, you know, I quit tennis to play basketball because I wanted a team sport, and she's fine with whatever role is going to help this team win. And her production speaks volumes. Yeah,
I give a lot of credit to Jewel Lloyd too, because look, this is a veteran in the league, and you're being asked to do something and be a little bit unselfish and still contribute in an amazing way to this team. And she was like, all right, I'll do it. And don't look now, here come the aces. And for me, I noted it at the top of the show. I think Chelsea Gray looks more and more like herself every single game. She's an incredible leader, and obviously just her demeanor on the court is so meaningful for the aces. And when you have Asia, this is an MVP caliber player. And she said, look, she said this on August 6th. I'm looking at the standings every single day because it could change in the blink of an eye. We're not going to be satisfied because we're just winning a couple games. We got to start stacking wins and playing the right way. To me, that sounds like Asia Wilson's a little pissed off, and she's trying to make a statement. And I love that.
She hates to lose. And this is another thing. Chelsea Gray said after the win over Phoenix, which by the way was a tight win, a lot of clutch plays by Chelsea, by Jackie Young, Asia Wilson getting to the free throw line. Chelsea Gray was like, we're gelling at the right time. That is a scary prospect for the rest of the league.
And I just think back to when they got dogged by the Fever in Indiana before the All-Star break. And I think about Coach Becky Hammond's words, and she was like, that was one of the worst games I've ever seen play. Like we shouldn't even be putting this product on the floor.
What about the game they got blown out by Minnesota, the game that Nafisa got hurt? And it seems like that was a little bit of a wake-up call.
53 points.
And you know this, Taylor, sometimes when you get slapped in the face early,
it happens to me often. Yeah, all the time.
It helps you later on.
Yeah, actually before the show, this is why I'm like performing so well today. Maria was like, straight across the face.
How dare you?
Just kidding. No violence here in the workplace. Absolutely not.